Welcome back to the channel, and today we're at the test zone because we got some testing to do. In a recent video, I built this tank that uses every single new part in the 2.0 update, and I did this. I had these pulse miners on the back of the tank that create a really cool effect, and some of you were pointing out that it seemed like the pulse miners actually made me go faster. So there's the genesis of today's video concept is, do the pulse miners give us speed? And if so, can we break the sound barrier with them? We are back. The sound barrier tests have more. There's more on the horizon. We can do more tests. But if we can't break the sound barrier, how fast can we go? Can we even go fast? So let's build our super basic test vehicle, where we just slap some wheels on a slab and just see what happens. All right, gonna go with lightweight seat. And then we need our pulse miner. Let's just start with your basic pulse miner and see how much force it has. It appears the comments on YouTube may have been wrong. Okay, maybe it's just one isn't enough. Let's just bunch it up a little bit more. Or can I fit these on? There we go. All right, ready and go. All right, this is not promising. Like zero movement, not even a nudge. I don't think putting more on this is really gonna help, because what, if I put 100 on here, 100 times 0 is still 0. All right, well, let's try the advanced pulse miner then. Perhaps we'll get different results with this one. Oh, okay, there's hope. We have a video. We still have a video. All right, so this one actually does. It actually does have a... Oh, wow. Look at that. This might actually work. Okay. How many advanced pulse miners do we need to break the sound barrier? See, the other one just wasn't advanced enough. We need some advanced technology in order to break the sound barrier. See, this is just a small pulse miner. But this one's an advanced pulse miner. Let's take away the wheels. It's been a little while since I've done one of these types of experiments, but I do remember... Oh, that's bad. I do recall... Well, this won't be a problem if we go longer. Here, let's just do proof of concept here. Oh. The wheels did seem to help a little bit, but I do recall when I was doing like thrusters and things like that, that it actually seemed to just be the best not to use wheels. We're still kind of gaining speed. So these I think are every second. So if I go, like if I have 4 of them, let's just see if this works. 0.25, a delay of 0.5, and then a delay of 0.75. And that should cycle. What? All right, something's not right with these. All right, well, this did not go to 0.25 like I asked it. This did not go 0.5 like I asked it to. I swear I asked it to do these things just a second ago. 0, 0.25, 0.5, 0.75. Now it should work. This is interestingly much worse than having them all go at the same time. However, this could be better if we have wheels. This might be one of these rare cases where we actually need wheels. I wonder if friction has been changed at all in Pioneers. Let's see how this feels now. Interesting. It seems to be making us turn a little bit. All right, this is gonna be an interesting challenge to overcome. This is gonna be a very interesting challenge to overcome. There's a lot of options, and I don't know what's going to be better or worse yet. All right, if I turn all these upside down, and then I attach them with flat connectors, is this possible? Is this long enough? Yeah, this works. All right, so now all those are attached, but also we need the seat to be attached. Does this work? Oh, I can't get in that seat that way. I need different seats. This is 17. It's just the best seat though. This is 17 kilogram, but that's also has the same problem. Every other seat is like twice as much at least. All right, so maybe we can't do it that way. This way is not quite even. This way doesn't have... Yes, it does. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know how to do this yet. And then, oh yeah. I remember. Where is... It's probably under decoration. Where's the chrome bumpers? There they are. Because I'm pretty sure these things, we need our aerodynamics on. I'm pretty sure these chrome bumpers have 0 aerodynamics. We also, actually, hold on. We need to make sure that this is fine too. These yellow arrows and these red arrows. There we go. All green arrows now, but we just need this to attach. So if I use the bumpers, I can extend this up to the front here. There we go. And see, it contributes nothing to aerodynamics. All right, let's see if this thing goes across the ground. All right, so let's test out. Whoa, we're going. Oh, we're going. I feel like the lack of structural block on the bottom, like I had that 4x8 block before, and that was contributing a lot of friction, but these things upside down, I feel like they don't have nearly as much friction. So our maximum speed right now with staggered quarter-second pulses, we haven't reached it yet. We're still actually going. We're gonna break this down. Like, we have to be able to break that. If we have 4 of these right now, we're already going like a third of the way to the sound barrier, a quarter of the way to the sound barrier. We've got to be able to get there. But I want to test, is this quarter-second pulse better than if they all go at the same time in very large pulses? So I need to figure out what my max speed is here. All right, we appear to be at the max speed, which is, I'll say 355. Now let's switch all of these to fire at the exact same time and see if we can beat 355. Oh, stability might be an issue with this. We're having bigger jumps, but then we have like that slowdown period. It's going to be a lot of back and forth, but is the top speed different? I'm a little concerned for stability though, as we get to the faster speeds. 355, I feel like this is going to be better. 330, 340. We turned though. All right, we just hit 360, so this technically has higher speed potential. But with the cost of stability, is it going to be worth it if we keep them all on the same pulse? This is going to be very interesting. 370 we're getting up to. We just need to cross that sound barrier once to trigger the sonic boom, so I think the pulse method definitely valid. All right, I saw a 3.8. We broken 380 with this. The only thing is like, it could potentially, you can see we turn slightly every single time, so I'm actually not going perfectly straight cutting through the air. This is probably also gonna hurt us in the long run as we get closer to the sound barrier, because as we get closer to the sound barrier, the physics matters even more for stability and also drag. So not staying straight could be a pretty big issue. But I think structurally we have what we need right now. Let's duplicate. Let's double what we have and see what 8 feels like. Whoa. Oh, that definitely feels more powerful. Wow, we're already over 200 in like 5 pulses. 300. 400. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, this is like a compounding effect. Like, this is crazy how much better this is right now. I mean, I guess it's, well, we're at 600 now. We technically have double the power, and we are kind of going, we haven't reached double the speed yet, but it's close. Normally, like, the returns are very diminishing on these types of things, but this is almost like a 1-to-1 ratio. We've doubled our power and we're almost going double the speed. I feel like we've stabilized a little bit. Ah! Got startled a little bit there by the wall. All right, but I don't think 8 is gonna do it. Let's give ourselves another 4. All right, so we got 12 now. What I'm really afraid of, whoa. What I'm really afraid of is that we're gonna have that thing where there becomes a speed of instability. Instability speed, where we're gonna hit like 900 kilometers an hour or 1,000, and then we're gonna like, the wind resistance is gonna flip us or something. All right, but we're at 700, new record. Whoa. Whoa, man, it just like, you can just see all of a sudden with the pattern of the grid coming at us. It's like, it just feels like all of a sudden it just steps up a little bit. All right, we're gonna break 800, I think. I swear, we're at, oh, there it is, it flashed. We flashed an 8. All right, so we are starting to experience the diminishing returns now. We increased by like 300 kilometers an hour with our first batch of 4 that we added, and now we've increased by like 200 kilometers an hour with our next batch of 4. So each batch of 4 is adding more speed, but not quite as more as previous. I just look at my character. Talk about whiplash. Imagine doing this hundreds of times. Okay, we're at the wall. Well, that's a good sign to start adding some more. I really don't think I could come up with a more efficient design than this. This is pure function. All right, so there should be 16, I believe. Let's see if this will get us there. I actually kind of want to pause real quick. What does this look like? Whoa! Whoa, okay, interesting. So from this side, not too bad. Oh, let's go in the pulse miners. Oh, dude, this is like, look at this. Look at this effect here. This is like a wormhole to another dimension. That's like a CGI graphic right there, like going through a wormhole and we have to come out somewhere else. Oh, that's so cool. That's so weird. It's so different this way. Like from one side to the other is very, very different. This kind of looks cool too. The edges of the screen. This is so cool. Oh, then the side is just extreme brightness. Yeah, even when you're inside. Hold on, let's get inside. And we look to the side. Yeah, it's just light. It's just light. This is totally a wormhole though. All right, we've made wormholes. All right, anyway, let's continue our sound barrier breaking process. All right, this thing definitely does make us go a little bit sideways. I worry that might be hurting me some. So we got up to 800 before. Now we've added more. Now we've much clearly broken 800. Is this gonna get us up to 900? It looks like it. Here we go, right now. Yep, there we go, we hit 9. All right, it's just a matter of adding more. I just wanna know what is the fewest number that I need to add, at least with this design. All right, so it looks like we're kind of having our speed returns with each addition of 4. So last time was 200. This time it seems like we've added another 100 kilometers. So next time it might be, we might only get up to like just under 1,000. All right, am I gonna hit the wall anytime soon? I am kind of curious, like I have to do the programming. Whoa. But if I have these things go in sequence instead, would I ultimately be faster? I probably wouldn't be faster because we tested that with 4. I'm assuming that as we scale it up, it should remain the same. But it just feels like there's so much downtime, you know, for the wind resistance. Actually, now that I think about it, the wind resistance might become a bigger factor for that downtime at higher speeds compared to slower speeds. So maybe it is worth testing. All right, I've noticed an issue that you really got to pay attention to if you're doing these things. If you put in a value here and then you just click over to the next thing that you want to change the value and put in a new value here, say 0.1, click over here, 0.15, click over here, 0.2, you may notice that if you go back to these, they have not retained their values. This one did because I clicked out before I clicked over to another one. So I think it used to not do that, but it's something to be careful of. So I'm gonna try to put these at increments of 0.5. So it's gonna be like a machine gun, 0.1. Yeah, so I think if you just click out of the text box, yeah, it retains the value. You just gotta click out of the text box to confirm it. All right, so there's a quarter of a second missing from this. because I don't have enough, but I just want to see what does this get me now. This should look really cool too. Whoa. All right, now I want to see what that looks like, because it's going to be like a cone instead of oh, it looks so interesting. I love this texture. Very cool texture. All right, it's like a cone in this direction. All right, I kind of wish it was the other way around, where the end of it was smaller, because it just looks better going from the front to the back than from the back to the front. All right, anyway, let's continue along on the way and see if this feels like it's any better. It's starting to feel like already it feels a little bit less powerful, but let's see. We got around 920, 930 maybe before, but you can definitely see like the drop down, it's a more consistent speed, which makes sense. The drop down is much less. It does feel like we're climbing more consistently, but can we get to the mid 900s with this, or are we going to cap out a little bit lower because of the lack of power in each single pulse? It looks like we're about to break 900 though. It's very close. It is very close in the speed, but it does feel like the max speed is slightly worse. You know what it probably is? It's probably the same average speed. Honestly, it's probably around the same average speed, but this just has a much smaller and consistent window as opposed to the other one, which has a much wider window. However, with that wider window, we also expand our max possible speed. It might not be a consistent max speed, but it is a higher max speed, which is what we need to break the sound barrier. So I think, therefore, single pulses in unison are gonna be more likely to get us over the sound barrier with fewer pulse miners. All right, so we have 16 now. Let's go ahead and break. I'm gonna add 8 more because of the diminishing returns. So that'll bring us to 24. It does seem to get us there faster too. It gets us to our top speed faster, I believe. All right, here we go. Over 900. Can we break 1,000? I added 8. So I think we should be able to break 1,000. There we go. We're over 1,000. We are definitely breaking the sound barrier in this video. We didn't have any instability issues. Usually around 900 to 1,000 is where some instability issues would happen with other creations. This might do it. I don't think so. We're going to hit the wall first. It's close, though. We need to break like 1234 around there. And we're at like 1140. We're at 1140. It seemed that that was our max. I'm going to start going on the diagonal now. So I'm going to head over to this corner over here. All right, so now I'm adding another 4. This is 28. And the only problem with trying to go diagonal to diagonal is this thing does not go very straight. So we're never going to get that full span. But this could do it. All right, here we go. 11.9. We're at 1,200. Can it do it before we hit the wall? 12.1. 12.1. 12.2. Am I seeing a 12.2 there? Can I get a 12.3? We just did it. We broke the sound barrier with 24, and we have room to spare. But this might not be the minimum. We have to reduce it. We've successfully broken the sound barrier with pulse miners. We've confirmed that is possible. Now I want to see if I can reduce the number of pulse miners. What is the minimum number that I can do? Well, we have a lot of room, actually. We're about to hit the wall now, though. All right, that actually wasn't too far off from the corner. All right, so 28. We're at 28 pulse miners right now. Should I reduce it by 1 or 2? I'm gonna reduce it by 1. I'm gonna reduce it by 1. All right, we remove 1 pulse miner. So we're at 27 pulse miners. Can 27 do it? All right, we're over 1,100. 11.3, 11.4, 11.5, 11.5, 11.6. Oh, speedometer kind of froze there for a little bit. Are we gonna get over 1,200? 11.9, 12. I've only reduced it by 1. We're at 27. I actually don't know if this is gonna do it. With 28 might be the one. Any second now, we might break the sound barrier. We're at 12.1. We're only at 12.1. Oh, we're gonna hit the edge, are we? We're still at 12.1. I don't think we're gonna do it. I think we may have actually reached our max speed here. No, it's not gonna happen. Here we go. Wow, okay. I actually kind of thought 27 was going to be able to do it because 28 seemed to have so much more room. But I think we were pretty much at our max speed at 28. It's like it didn't really, our max speed wasn't very much higher than the sound barrier. So let me put that 28th one back. Let's just get one more confirmation that it does in fact break the sound barrier. Is this a consistent thing that we can do with 28 large or advanced pulse miners? You know, it seems a little bit, the naming seems a little bit inconsistent to me. We have the advanced pulse miner, which implies that there is a basic pulse miner. But then we have the small pulse miner, which implies that there is a large pulse miner. We have a small pulse miner and an advanced pulse miner. I feel like it should be basic and advanced or small and large. Hey, we did it again. Sound barrier. Yay. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Yes. All right, I want to go this way now. This way is so much better. Oh, wait, no, it's the other way. Wait, is this way that's better or is the other way that... I think this way is better. Yeah, I think this way. This actually looks different. Maybe I caught it at a different time. Here, let's go a little bit. Does it evolve at all? Oh my god. This way's kind of looking better now. Whoa! Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, that makes sense. That actually does make sense. So technically these pulse beams, even though I shot them backwards, I'm going faster than the speed of sound right now. So their relative velocity to the ground is actually going forwards with me. So you can see as I let time pass, they're totally going in that direction, but they disappeared. This is so cool. It's gonna be an interesting thumbnail, that's for sure. Man, I love the lighting. This is like the coolest lighting effect. Oh, look at the way it affects the vehicle too. This is so cool. All right, there was so much more fun than just breaking the sound barrier with this thing. The visuals were really awesome. But we did it. You guys were right in the comments, although technically also wrong at the same time because I did not use the advanced pulse miners on my all parts vehicle. Oh, hey, what's that doing there? I didn't actually use the advanced pulse miners for forward velocity on that tank, and the advanced pulse miners seem to have no effect. So you just happened to be right that one of the pulse miners can do it, but it was not an effect that was actually visible in the video that we noticed. So I'm gonna be looking in the comments for more fun experiments with the new parts. If you guys have any ideas that you think would be fun to try out on the channel, let me know down in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, you'll probably enjoy some more you can find right here on the end screen. Hope this video has earned your subscription. Anyway, this has been ScrapMan, and I'll see you next time. Bye.